X, on YouTube, or here in the Discord vibing with us, we thank you for coming through to Liquidium Lunch Club episode 2. Let's go ahead and cut these cameras on. Hope everybody's doing well today. Our goal with this series, as some of you may know, some of you may not know, is to educate people about our platform, walk through updates and features, and provide a space for people to come and ask questions and generally vibe with the crew here. Our hosts of the show, we have Pete, our CTO. We have Kate, our head of marketing, aka Lady Liquidium. And we have little old me, the HR and BD manager. So since it's a lunch club, let's go ahead and kick things off with the eat situation here. So I'm kind of boring today. I got a little bit of some vegetable curry with this key lime LaCroix. Don't fade key lime LaCroix. Don't fade them. Good basis for a mix too, as you know. Let's go ahead and shoot it over to Pete. What you got going on over there?
Yeah, man, I got something yummy today.
Uh-oh.
I went all out.
Did you blow the runes budget, bro? Oh yeah, no, bro. Yo, Robin, bro. We gotta get this pay situation under control, bro. This man eating too good. Kate, what's going on?
Okay, it's actually a sad story. I tried to go to Sweetgreen before this to get a salad, and their card machine wasn't working, so I got some grapes and some tea.
Okay. That's lean.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Lean methodology at fine work there.
Exactly. I think I need a raise.
Apparently,
we're better than grapes.
I'm gonna have to kick door on Pete here in a second.
I'm not keeping nothing.
So we can go around real quick and just give everybody a quick intro. Crypto class, what is crypto to you and how you got into Liquidium, just in a brief 30-second clip so we can go ahead and roll into everything. I am class of 2016. Crypto to me is decentralized finance and freedom. And how I got to Liquidium, long story short, trajectory from Cointelegraph through Bitcoin Startup Lab, which is where Liquidium founders found each other. And I found myself here in February. Pete, go ahead and jump in there.
Super nice. Thanks, bro. Yep. So class of 2016, maybe. Not really. Bought some. Wasn't really into it. I guess more like class of 2019, I think. It's probably more accurate. But yeah, to me, crypto is making finance better, improving finance, making it more fair for everybody. So
absolutely
is the biggest thing for me. How I got to Liquidium. So I met the guys, the other co-founders, Robin and Jay, in the Bitcoin Startup Lab. Together we teamed up and there's this awesome team.
Yeah. So. Kate, how about you?
So I am crypto class of 2023, so I'm really new. But I met Peter through, we were working at a bank before this, a commercial bank before this, and that's how I got started with Liquidium. Crypto to me is just freedom, and yeah, that's why I'm here.
Absolutely. Well, you guys both were working for the devil, so you come to the light. Yeah. You've seen it from the inside.
It was tough.
It was wild. It was
working for the devil usually is. No.
What we were doing before and now what we're doing, it's yeah, we were really working for it. And Peter was also tell him about your role in the bank.
Oh, yeah, we actually they were building a crypto trading platform at the bank we were at. But this is during the beginning of the bull run. As soon as it cooled off, they pulled the project. And I was like,
the team, everything. So
it was terrible.
Jeez. Well, easy to say you made the right decision.
Yeah, easy to say.
So let's go ahead and jump into things a little bit. We got Kate with a point of business here. Okay, you want to fill us in on the community initiative that we had at the end of last week for Member of the Week?
Oh yeah, guys. So we had a little sneak preview of like Liquidium User of the Week, and we gave like a little secret code word that you had to put on X. We have 2 winners this week because it is our first show, so we're gonna kick it off strong as fuck.
Yeah.
So our winners for last week are Wolfman9888 and Grodon Kego. Keggo. I think you guys were both actually in the Discord stream, so thank you guys so much for being here and joining. And yeah, we will DM you guys on Twitter and then get all of your information and stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being on the stream.
Beautiful, beautiful. Congratulations to the winners. And today we had a little script outline for you, but we threw that out the window to bring you a little bit of a more fun schedule, an engaging schedule, a little bit of something you guys have been asking for week after week. So we definitely got to go ahead and change the eyewear for this. And then Pete, go ahead and take it away.
Let's go. Let's go.
We might have to put the good teeth in too.
Oh my God, fire! I need me a bear.
Let's go. We'll get you
I know, I
some.
need glasses. I need some sunglasses.
Yeah.
Sunglasses and
Thank you.
gold grills for the
Oh,
team.
damn,
Let's
what's
go.
going on? How did you do that? Oh, it's just
CEO approves. Let's get it.
Yeah. Today we switched it up a bit. We had a little bit of a plan going. Instead, we wanted to demo some runes lending on Liquidium. At least show you guys what it's going to look like once it's out publicly. Let me go ahead and kick it off. So
for those of you who don't know, we just actually launched our closed beta access for Runes lending and borrowing. So yeah, it is up and running. We are hard at work testing and making sure all the bugs and stuff are gone for when it goes live to the public. So this is a sneak preview for you guys.
yes, here we go. Oh, did I lose? Did I drop? Can you guys still hear me? Oh no.
I can
we can
still
hear you.
until you said that. Then I don't know what happened.
Here we go. All right, just move the tab. There we go. Cool. Can you see my screen or no? It stopped sharing, it looks like.
You're
Yes.
back.
On my end, I don't see your screen. I see your video loading. Okay, now it's loading. There we go. Okay, we're back. Nothing
Cool.
happened.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. So here's what it looks like. You know, it's a pretty
I
familiar.
hear you though, or at least I can't hear you.
I can hear him.
Oh, you can?
Okay.
Hmm.
Maybe maybe you drop and just rejoin.
Yeah,
Weird,
Pete,
I
continue,
can't
please.
hear it.
Cool.
Let me drop.
Cool. Let's keep rolling then. But yeah, so the layout's pretty similar to what we're used to on Liquidium. Essentially, you have your collections grouped by each row. You can go ahead and see all the terms that we got here. I think one of my favorite little touches is we added the little icons for each individual rune.
I love that.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite. The dog one is the funniest one, honestly. That's hilarious. But yeah, so the flow is almost exactly the same. The only difference is that if I want to go and lend, for example, I'm going to click lend. And up here we have this new row where you have to select the bundle size. So because this is a peer-to-peer lending mechanism and not like a pool, you have to select a specific amount of dog that you want to use. And so we kind of like group them into different bundles, which are, you know, kind of almost like just separate orders for this size that users can place and trade back and forth. So for example, I'll go ahead and make an offer on 55,000 dog, and all I'll have to do
Wait,
is
Pete?
the amount.
Um,
Yeah, go ahead.
people in the chat are saying that they don't see your screen.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's okay. We
I
can
can
fix
see your
that.
screen.
Yeah,
maybe
Twitter
you
can
wanna
see
turn
the
it off.
screen too. Okay. Yeah, maybe Pete drop and then re come back up.
Yeah, and I couldn't hear you earlier too, but I just left and came back, just refreshed.
Is
I think Pete, maybe you just drop completely and join back, because I can also, like, your video is also just loading in a loop for me. I don't know if it's just me.
You're back. Peace.
Yep.
What's up, Robin?
Yeah,
How are you
Robin.
doing?
What's
We got
up?
Mr. CEO in the
What's up?
building.
Give us a little spiel. We want to hear from the man, the legend himself.
Yeah.
Grace us with your beauty. Oh yeah.
He said, yeah.
What's up?
What's going on? What's going
Robin? What are
on?
you
Yeah,
drinking?
the
I
lunch
heard you were
club first
drinking some
time.
beer.
It's a Maltese, from a local brewery here. Yeah, drinking the Maltese beer now. Now that I'm not in Germany anymore, I need to adapt.
No more
Yeah,
German,
it's evening
no more
for me,
German
so
beer.
Damn.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, this is basically my dinner right here, so it's like dinner club for me.
Keeping
All right,
it
Pete,
in.
welcome back.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
everybody see his screen now? Let's get some confirmation in the chat first.
Yeah, let's see. Cool.
Okay.
Sweet.
Francis.
Cool.
Cool. All right, I'll start over there.
Let me know if I should take over. Happy to do that.
Yeah, if you want to take over, that might be fine. That might work a little
Sure,
bit.
yeah.
Let me unshare. Cool. Go right ahead.
Okay, I hope my connection is stable enough. All right, just need to give Discord the access. Oh, I need to quit and reopen. Just 1 sec.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Sorry for the technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties here today.
Back and
It
forth.
happens. It wouldn't. Everybody in
It
tech
happens.
understands when you need tech to work, it fails.
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go.
Cool.
Right.
Welcome.
Beautiful.
Alrighty.
All right.
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm already landing on some runes here.
Oh, pump these bags.
Yeah. Alrighty. Let's jump right in. So yeah, Pete was already showing kind of how the flow is. I'm just starting here with from a lender's perspective. So if you are basically willing to lend out your Bitcoin to some runes, that's where the lend page is for. So yeah, here you can see in the runes tab, you can see all of the runes. You might not have access right now, so this is still in closed beta, as Kate said. It's kind of a sneak peek here. But yeah, so in the runes tab on the lend page, you can see all of the runes that we have listed right now. So yeah, we listed a bunch already. These are like some of the top ones, and then also some partner projects here. But yeah, let me just, I guess, demonstrate with some dog go to the moon. So you can see that the APY is at 300% right now. This is because the loan durations are very short, and the interest rate on the 7-day loan basically is quite high. And since APY is accumulating interest, this turns out to around 300% APY. So it's definitely pretty profitable for lenders, I would say.
Yeah.
And then here you can see the minimum loan to value ratio. This is across all offers or across all bundles. I will get into this later. And then you can also see the price of DOG here. You have the offers tab that I can get into later, but let's just start with the main lend tab. So yeah, if I click here on lend, if I want to lend Bitcoin to some dog to the moon, then I can click lend here, and then I can see all of the different bundle sizes that we have. So yeah, this one is 11,000 dog, 55,000, and so on. So it goes up to 1.8 million. Pete was explaining that it's a peer-to-peer model. So basically the way it works is one lender or like multiple lenders make offers on these different bundle sizes. And then the borrowers can basically choose from a bundle size and accept an offer that is existing here. So right now, for example, you can see on this 11,000 dog bundle, the best LTV right now is 46%. So the best offer currently is this one here. And now I can say like I'm pretty bullish on dog, right? So I would be willing to go a little bit higher. Let's say like I'm doing 50% LTV. Now I can see I will lend out $48 worth of Bitcoin, and the interest that I'm going to receive is $1. So that's obviously not a lot, but I'm also not lending a lot of money. But yeah, if I go like, let's say, for example, I do one, like if I were to do like a pretty big loan here, let's say like 80% on the biggest size, then lending out 12,000 $. Let's just start with, sorry, can you still hear me?
Yeah, you're back now. You cut out for a minute.
Yeah,
Maybe like the last 10 seconds.
For a second.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, let me turn off my camera, so then I might have
Perfect.
a better connection. So yeah, I was just saying like here is like the loan bundles. Here are the different bundle sizes. I can then just here. Obviously, this is like a very high, and lending out $11,000. Then I'm receiving $237 in interest within 7 days, which I guess is quite high. But I'll cancel this offer now because I don't have enough balance for this. But yeah, let me just go back to this. I can create a loan offer here. This would be $48. And then I can say I'm also willing to do a little bit of a bigger loan on 55,000 dogs, and let's do 48% LTV here. And then I can even go higher and do another offer. And now you can see like I have 3 offers here, one for 50%, one for 48%, and one for 46%. Actually, let me do 47% here. So yeah, now I'm basically making 3 different offers on 3 different bundle sizes. You can obviously only do like single offers or multiples, whatever you want. I can also do like multiple offers on one bundle size. So let's say here I'm doing 4 offers. So now let me just zoom in actually, so then people on mobile can also see it better. This is what I'm seeing. So now I'm creating these 6 offers. So it's 1 for 11,000 dog, 1 for 55,000, and 4 for 160,000. Okay, cool. Successfully created 6 offers. Nice. Amazing. So that is basically what I'm doing as a lender, right? Like I'm just creating offers on different runes. Let me actually also go ahead and create some offers on RSIC, and you can see like, okay, cool. Make 2 offers on these different sizes. Boom, pretty quick. Like once you kind of get a hold of it and you know what you're doing, like you can really rip through the UI. Okay, so that's everything from a lender's perspective that you're doing to create loan offers. And then let us check out what a borrower can do.
Robin, real quick before you go to borrower side, Francis is requesting to.
Yeah, Francis.
Sorry, can you guys hear me? Robin was cutting out pretty bad for me. Not sure.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry, yeah, my internet connection is pretty shitty here. Actually, let me go downstairs, and I think that I have a better connection there.
Okay.
Should be a
Sure.
second.
Okay. While we do that, maybe we can get Francis up here. He is requesting to speak. So.
Okay. Let's see. Francis. There we go. Yeah. Nice. OMB fam.
Hey, Francis.
Hey, how are y'all?
Good.
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you, thank you. Hey, so I'm just kind of following along here as a lender. So just to like understand, like, so like, let's say $1 billion cats. Like, let me see. And I hope this is all right. I hope we have a second here. Or like, if we look at pups, right? It's at 308 sats. That's the current price. Is that right?
Someone want to verify that?
Current price.
Or like, let's just look at dog go to the moon, right? The current price is 12.368 per sat.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you like go to lend and you pick like 160 sats at 47%, you're lending $659. But if you like lower the LTV, you're basically saying that I'm like, for instance, if I lower it to 30%, then I'm loaning at like, let's say 4 sats. Or I don't even know how to really explain that piece of it, but it's like 4 point or 4. I'm a little confused right there.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. So basically, like, so the way it works is here what you can see right here is like obviously the bundle size, right? So this is 55,000 dog, which let's just bump it up to 98% is around $473 for the whole bundle, right? Like that's roughly the value. I'm just,
and that's so that would be like the value on the market.
Correct. That's what people are buying and selling for. That's like the average market price right now. We're pulling this data from Magic Eden. So this is like what it's trading at currently at Magic Eden. So if I would go totally degen and I would say like I'm offering 98% loan to value ratio, then I would almost go to like market price. I will not do that because I'm trying to be a responsible lender. So I'm usually doing like 70 to 80% max. But yeah, obviously, like you could.
Are you loading that aggressively on runes right now, or no?
I
mean, I know we all have our own strategy, but they're so volatile, right? And if 3 days, so I'd be comfortable doing it at like obviously at like 30% because it would have to go down 70%, right? To like to default.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
or
so
whatever the math is.
Yeah, no, that's totally correct. So it would have to go down 70% in order to, like, I guess for
them to consider defaulting. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
or for you to be underwater.
Correct. Yeah, so I'm personally a little bit more cautious right now with runes because I also still have to explore the market, like to see what everything, like how everything turns out and so on. But like I'm personally doing like roughly 50 to 60% loans on runes right now. So I did like an RSIC loan for I think 65% even, because personally I'm pretty bullish on RSIC right now at the current price. But obviously no financial advice, and I can also not like advise on a strategy here. But so
I'm just really
like,
I'm just trying to understand like what I'm looking at, right? And like wrap my head around these loans. Yeah. So exactly as you said, like if I'm basically offering a 30% loan to value ratio loan, then I'm basically offering at 30% off the market price. So exactly as you said, and then like you can obviously go up as much as you want, but just make sure that you're comfortable if there is a default happening that you kind of get the runes instead at that price. Which I'm personally like, I have high conviction in RSIC, so I'm doing like some loans there. But also if you just want to play around with it, there are a lot of runes listed for like 3 days only.
So for example, PUBs or something is only 3 days. So it's a very, very short loan, which I guess like within 3 days, we don't see as much fluctuation. Obviously, it could happen that the price goes down massively. But that, like if you just want to test, it might make sense to just go with some like low LTVs on a 3-day loan or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. You're welcome. Good questions. But yeah, so again, loan to value ratio determines basically this is 50% would be 50% of the value of $55,000 at market price. Okay, so that's what a lender does. A lender basically creates a bunch of offers on different runes. These are loan offers, and they are determining how much they're willing to lend on the bundle. Cool. So that's to lend, and then let's go to borrow in order to see what borrowers do. So yeah, borrower can see the max loan, for example, here, dog. The max loan to value ratio right now is 71%. So somebody is pretty bullish apparently on dog. So what I could do now, and actually let me check if I have some. Okay, I have PUBs in here. So let's actually do it with PUBs. So yeah, I'm going to go to PUBs now, and I can click borrow, and now I can see I don't have enough PUBs in for this bundle size, but there's also lower bundle size for just 500 PUBs. Considering that I have 1,500 PUBs right now, I can just go to this, and I can see right now on this 500 PUBs bundle, the loan to value ratio is 51%. It's a 3-day loan, and I have to pay 1.3% interest on this loan. I can also see like the total, the loan breakdown basically. So yeah, the bundle size is 500. The loan amount will be 55%. The interest is 71 cents, and it's due by June 9th, which makes sense because that's in 3 days. So yeah, all of this looks good. 51% again means that it's basically 50% of the market value. And then I can choose my fee rate right here. So yeah, let me just click medium. And I think this will fail right now because we have temporarily disabled loans at the moment, just because we're investigating one small issue that we noticed. But yeah, okay, so, oh, actually, this is my own offer. So let me go to my portfolio. Yeah, you can see I have a bunch of offers. Okay, so this was actually my offer, which is why it failed. But let me just go through it in theory. So yeah, I would just click borrow here, select my bundle size, and then accept this this 51% loan on PUBs. And then I can click continue. And then I'm basically accepting the offer from a lender. And actually, let me do this from, oh no, yeah, doesn't matter anyways. But that's basically the flow. You accept these offers. And now I also want to show you the offer panel here. So I can, for example, go into, and let me actually use dog for this. I can go into dog, into the offers, and then I can click on 11,000, for example. And now I can see here are the active offers right now. So if I wouldn't want to do a 51% loan as a borrower, I can also choose a lower loan to value ratio, which means as a lender, you're also not forced to always do the best offer. Obviously, you have the highest chances that a borrower will take your offer if you have the highest LTV, but you don't have to, because borrowers can also select a loan offer from the offer book, and they can, in theory, take a lower one. But yeah, here I can see there's one that is not created by me. Oh, I don't have enough dog. But yeah, you get the point. So I have an offer book, and I can also just use the normal borrow screen here in order to borrow. And then I can select my bundle size, and then I can just accept this offer. What happens after that is that the lender will be notified that their offer was accepted. And then basically the lender countersigns and then the loan starts. We do have, and I think this is also important to show, we do have notifications. So if you go to your settings and then to notifications, you can add an email address if you want to get email notifications. And you can also link a Telegram bot, and then you will get notifications right into Telegram. And then you can also select which kind of notifications you want to receive. Personally, I only want to receive critical alerts, but you can just play around with this as you want. I know a lot of people like the daily updates, so then you'll just get like a daily update on all of your loans and all of this. But yeah, these notifications are super helpful, because then, like, if I'm a lender especially, and I'm creating like a bunch of offers, I want to know as soon as possible if a borrower accepts my offer. And I will get a notification in Telegram if somebody accepts my offer. Yeah, and then I can countersign, and then the loan starts for the term that is basically specified here. And then what happens, so now you have the loan, which means what happens under the hood is that the runes are sent to a DLC, to an escrow, basically a non-custodial escrow, and they are held there during the loan. If the borrower repays, then the runes are released back to the borrower. And if the borrower does not repay and the loan expires, then the lender gets the runes instead. That's the same flow like we have on ordinals. So basically, just when a loan is open, the collateral goes into an escrow. If the borrower repays on time, they get back their collateral. If the borrower does not repay, the lender gets the collateral instead. So yeah, I think that covers pretty much everything on the runes. Yeah, it took us a while to get all of this done, because it was a huge project. We basically had to rebuild the whole infrastructure, the whole Bitcoin infrastructure for it. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. But yeah, I can't wait to get more feedback from the community, of course, and see what people do with it. I think there will be like some really degen strategies of people like leveraging themselves by just like borrowing against their RSICs, buying more RSICs, borrowing against the RSICs again, buying more RSICs, whatever. I don't advise to do that at all, but I think it will be pretty funny to see what people do with it.
Oh, 100%. You know, we've heard some pretty crazy stories already just on the ordinal sides of things, including like some real life, you know, situations and applications with that money. So it'll be awesome to see and hear what comes out of it for sure.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. And I think like even with runes now, it's so much more accessible to a lot of people, also because you have these different bundle sizes. Because for ordinal loans, like you always need to have a very valuable ordinal in order to make sense. Like you can't borrow against half an OMB or something like that, right? Like you have to have like a OMB that is worth $20,000 in order to borrow against your OMB. Whereas with the runes, you can just like select your bundle size, and it kind of ranges from $100 to almost $20,000, I think. So like you can really select in the like from the bundle sizes how much you kind of want to borrow against.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. The interplay there, like a little bit of a choose your own adventure style, right?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, James, what kind of runes are you currently bullish on? What are you holding right now?
Oh my God, I gotta do, of course.
You're usually got the color.
Definitely NFA, man, NFA. But of course, some of the ones.
If I want to learn something about a project or a rune or whatever, like I just tell like James, hey, what is this thing that just came out 10 minutes ago? And he's like giving me this much information about it. And, yeah, this is the next new hot shit.
Hey man, you know, I like a lot of different things. You know, I like the established plays like RSIC, like dog, pups, things of that nature. Also, you know, you gotta have a little bag of some political memeage as it's a political cycle. So, you know, Trump, Bowden type deal, things like that. I like things like well, still, you know, decentralized, you know, anarcho cat bus, things like that. The new billion dollar one that they came out with recently, picked up some of that. Yeah, just, you know, you see a community making some noise, and that's really what it's about, right? Like the community building around it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, and I can't wait to see like more. Like right now, I think Runes is just full of meme coins and everything, which I think is totally fun and everything. But I can't wait to see more things like stable coins and things like these. I think stable coins is something that the market really needs. I have just seen like NUSD. I don't know if that's legit or not. I still have to do some more research on it. But yeah, just imagine having like native Bitcoin and like a native stable coin on Bitcoin and then kind of DeFi with it. I think there's so much that you can do with it. Yeah, really, really looking forward to it. And it seems like Runes is really kind of the next step of fungible tokens on Bitcoin, it feels like. And a lot of people didn't see it that way because I think the Asian market was still very focused on BRC20 even after Runes came out. And then kind of the Western market was very interested in Runes, but it didn't really have a lot of steam in the beginning, right? Like the market just tanked from day one, kind of. But I think it was also just like the whole pre-Runes era just overhyped the market a little bit too much. But now that ordinals retraced a little bit, new liquidity came into the market. I think Runes were ready to fly, and also the Asian market, it seems like, is really picking up on Runes, and which is a really, really good thing, I think, because there is so much money in this market.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see the next kind of wave of projects coming.
All right, I wholly completely with that entire, completely agree with that entire take. I mean, I was actually just talking with Shudu about this yesterday and just talking about how interesting it is, like the actual divide. Like if you were to fly over the seas and look out the window, you could see where on like the geographical lines where the culture for ordinals and the culture for fungible tokens split from west to east. And, with this new, Runes popping up and it being a little less friction in terms of moving things, in terms of like onboarding people into the communities, into the tech. Yeah, I think the slight, less gate there to get through, the barrier to get through is going to be very helpful to newcomers and people who have been around but just haven't dabbled so much in BRC20s because X, Y, and Z. And then, yeah, like some of those projects working on doing different things, whether it's, purely on L1, how it is now on Bitcoin, or even wanting to use like Cat VM, ways of making the stable coins on Bitcoin is going to be very interesting. People, those who know, like Ducat's a pretty interesting technology to look at if you guys want to take a look at something like that. But yeah, wholly agree with that take. It's going to be interesting here from here on, see how it develops.
Yeah, I think this is really what's happening with Runes, which never happened with BRC20, is that actual developers are building infrastructure for it, like we do now with Runes lending, like BRC20 lending. Like we had a private beta for BRC20 lending live at some point, but we kind of discontinued it for the time being, because we wanted to focus on Runes. BRC20 is still something that we are most likely going to look into, but yeah, I think with Runes, like as you said, Ducat is building the stable coin, basically an over collateralized Bitcoin backed stable coin. Hermetica is like a Ethena model, which is like their USDH will work in a similar way as Ethena, but completely on Bitcoin. And yeah, then obviously now lending is here with Liquidium. And Magic Eden is doing a great job with their Runes marketplace. I think swaps are coming there. So there is so much infrastructure that we had on other chains for fungible tokens for the longest time, which was never built on Bitcoin for BRC20, but now with runes it's finally coming. And I think that's just overall a very, very good development, not only for the ordinals and rune space, but for the whole Bitcoin space. And even like what I'm seeing lately is that even laser-eyed maxis are bullish on all of the Bitcoin developers now, which previously was always like, I guess, ordinals people were fighting Bitcoin people to some degree. But now I see so many like laser eyes talking about like how OpCat is so great because it enables more development opportunities on Bitcoin and like all of this stuff. And yeah, I mean, we're all in the same boat here, right? Like we all just want to drive Bitcoin development forward. Yeah, and by the way,
Crazy that you said that, Robin.
Sorry?
It's crazy that you said that because somebody in our chat right now, in our Discord chat, if you want to open that up, James, is actually talking about that right now. He's talking about how he is a complete Bitcoin guy, but he's feeling really good about runes and ordinals right now.
Love it. Yeah.
No, that's amazing to hear. And I mean, like, you don't have to love ordinals. You don't have to love meme coins in order to like what's happening in the ecosystem, right? Like, I think that like the Taproot Wizards said like make Bitcoin fun again. And I think that's really what it is about. Like fun is different for a lot of people. Some people like having meme images on the blockchain and that's fun for them. Some people like trading shitcoins and that's fun for them. For us, I think building cool DeFi infrastructure on Bitcoin is a fun thing to do. And then for like total Bitcoiners, it's just having more tools that they can use on Bitcoin is something that might be fun to them. And I think that's what it's about, right? Like there's room for definition of fun, I think. And it doesn't have to be shitcoiners shitting on the blockchain.
Right. No, yeah, I agree. And I see it like...
But it can be.
Yeah.
It can be.
It can
totally
be.
Can be. And I think that brings more people, that brings mass adoption, and that's what's ultimately driving the space forward.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you want to retain your users in the ecosystem? I mean, up to this point, in order to use meme coins and flip shit and like, do all the extra degen shit with, lending and borrowing, all that, leveraging, liquid staking, that's all on other chains. So people, Bitcoiners like myself, over the years, we dabble in X, Y, and Z away from the chain, to go flip back X, Y, and Z. So why wouldn't we want to have that here and retain everybody in Bitcoin, working in Bitcoin, building on Bitcoin, ordinals, runes, everything on Bitcoin? You don't have to go anywhere else. The liquidity stays here, the money stays here, and that's how we continue to build this this liquidity.
100%, yeah. I just wanted to share some more insights on Liquidium as well, also regarding the runes lending for, I guess, everybody who hasn't used the ordinal lending before. So I think I briefly mentioned it, but it is like the way we are doing runes lending is peer-to-peer, which is not what we're usually seeing with fungible token lending on other chains yet. But yeah, so usually on other chains, how borrowing and lending works, let's take Aave as an example. You have basically pretty big liquidity pools where people lend out their assets or put their collateral in this liquidity pool. So for example, somebody could put in ETH or USDC or whatnot as collateral. And then basically everything goes into one unified liquidity pool. So for example, one unified USDC liquidity pool. And then you are basically borrowing against your portfolio position. So let's say all of your collaterals combined are in these liquidity pools. And then you borrow from another liquidity pool. So for example, I would borrow ETH against USDC. Now I'm borrowing from the ETH liquidity pool where a lot of people just put in ETH, which is very efficient. Like it's probably the most capital efficient borrowing and lending that is out there. Pools are, yeah, really, really great. I like them a lot. And that is something that is, I think, what we want to see on Bitcoin at some point. And there are so many cool projects right now just pushing what you can, or like pushing Bitcoin as a whole to make it more programmable, which we want to leverage as much as possible. But for the time being, the only thing that is possible on layer 1 Bitcoin is basically peer-to-peer. So what we are doing right now, which means one borrower is borrowing from one single lender. So you always have like one lender and one borrower for each loan, which means all of the lenders are basically competing against each other to get loans. So the lenders are creating loan offers, and then the borrower can choose from a loan offer they like, basically. Most of the time, obviously, the borrowers are choosing the highest offer they can get for their collateral. But yeah, it's really up to the borrower to decide which offer they want to take. Having peer-to-peer loans also means that there are no price-based liquidations, which changes the market a lot compared to like, let's say Aave or something. Because on Aave, if you are a borrower and you are borrowing against your assets, and then the loan-to-value ratio goes down and reaches a certain threshold, then your position is liquidated, which means you immediately lose all of your assets, and they're just gone. On Liquidium, since we have peer-to-peer loans, we have a fixed duration. So for example, as I showed, we have like 7-day loans, we have 3-day loans on Runes. So now what happens is a borrower and a lender get into a loan contract. They define a loan-to-value ratio rate to start with. And then if the borrower repays on time, they get back their collateral. If the borrower does not repay, the lender gets the collateral. And but there are no price-based liquidations, which means borrowers can actually, if there are like really high loan-to-value ratios, then borrowers can kind of use Liquidium to hedge their positions, which is pretty interesting. Because if I'm taking a loan at like 80% loan-to-value ratio against my RSIC or something, and now RSIC drops a lot, then I don't have to repay my loan. That's ultimately what the lender puts up as risk. Like the lender has to be aware of it. The lender is the one deciding how much risk they want to take. But yeah, the borrower basically can also use it as almost an option or something like that, or like a hedge against their position, which is quite interesting. And I'm very excited to see how this plays out. Like, as I said, like what people will do with it. We just created this simple tool. We're releasing it to the public very soon. And then I can't wait to hear the user stories. It's always exciting to me what people do with the tool that we built.
100%. And I can't wait to hear the testimonials in Nashville in about a month and a half. We'll get some, in-person feedback. We have about 5 minutes left in our scheduled time. Do we want to take any last questions that we may have, if we have any?
Yeah, let's get some questions going. We had some in the chat. I think I answered them all on the chat, but if anybody else has any questions, feel free to just request speaker or just message it in the chat. I'm also monitoring the X, so if you have any questions on X, you can also put it in that chat.
Yeah, and if you want to give them a little insight into this week's User of the Week activity.
Yeah. So for this week's User of the Week, we are going to do kind of a similar format to last week. So just comment on the Liquidium Lunch Club live stream, the tweet that's going to go out with it, and just comment what you're having for lunch that day, whatever day that you are posting. Just comment what you had for lunch that day. And then next week we will announce another winner. And Oh, Wolfman asked who won last week. It was actually you, Wolfman. So
you fam,
yeah,
let's go.
we announced that at the beginning. But yeah, you won. So we'll message you on X. We have your Discord as well. So yeah, we will reach out to you. But congratulations. Let's see, did we? Oh, okay. And someone is also asking about beta access. Yeah, if you guys want to join beta access, feel free to put your addresses in the chat. For right now only, people who are watching live, you guys can be put on the beta list. So yeah, put your addresses now, but as soon as the live is over, we're not going to accept anymore.
Kate, would you like to explain them a little bit what they win when they get the prize for User of the Week? Seems to be a little bit of question on that.
Oh yeah. So Liquidium User of the Week, we're going to announce it every day or every week at the Liquidium Lunch Club. And each week we're going to have a different kind of prompt that we have to do, like a activity that you have to do. This week's is going to be commenting on our Liquidium Lunch Club X post, what you're having for lunch this week. And the winners each week will receive 1,000 Liquidium points. So yeah, very easy way to get points, and just have to be, active at Liquidium Lunch Club.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. I just wanted to answer one question that I also saw in the chat. Asked if if he's borrowing, if he can change the LTV. So you can't change the LTV of like a lender's offer, because the lenders are obviously posting the offers. But what you can do is you can go to the offer book, and I can show this again, and you can choose from the offer book. So let me actually show you for ordinals, because there obviously we have like a big purpose. So if I go here to ordinals, can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So let's say I'm, let's just go to like Node Monkeys, for example. If I, like right now, the LTV on Node Monkeys is like 80%. That's the highest LTV offer right now. So if I click borrow, then I'm automatically taking the best LTV. But what I can also do, and it even shows right from this modal here, I can also click on alternative offers. And then you can see all of the offers that have been posted here. So you can see 80, 80, 80, 80, 79, 78, 73, and so on. So you can really go up to like 3% loan to value. And if you would want to accept that. But yeah, you can pretty much choose from an LTV here as a borrower, because you can just accept any offer from this offer book. And yeah, that's the way it works. And you have this offer book on every single ordinal collection, and you can just choose from this offer book. Same thing for runes now, obviously. Since this again is just like a private beta right now, there isn't really a lot of offers. But as I showed here before, like it's the same thing. You basically click on offers, you choose your bundle size, and then you can choose from an offer right here and basically choose your LTV that way. I hope that answers your question. Feel free to ask follow-up questions in the chat. All right. Cool. Yeah, if there are any other questions, feel free to ask them. Seems like I answered the question. You're very welcome.
From the goat himself.
From Liquidium's first intern. Alrighty.
All right, everyone.
Nice.
Thank you all for
time.
tuning in today for Liquidium Lunch Club. We had a blast with you. and especially with our CEO in the building today with his guest appearance.
Oh yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed it all.
I don't know where Pete went. But...
Pete had to go back into the CTO dungeon where he belongs. He's got to get this stuff rolling, man.
He is back
Brains
developing
never
right
sleep.
now. Yep.
You got to take his sushi away, man. You can't be eating sushi until this stuff is done, bro.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you all on CT. Peace.
Thank
See
you
you
guys so
guys.
much. Bye.
Bye-bye.